ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Strykerprime, and here we are again with the anime, with Stryker's style of anime games and whatever, and games and interests out there, games, anime, and collectives, and collection concepts. All right, here it is. We're here again during the course of Valentine's Day, and there's a lot of Valentine's packs being put out for certain games like Apex Legends, Fortnite, Gears of War, all different types of games this year. Honestly, right now, I'm not even online, so I won't be able to get my chance to get in on some of the fun. But it's cool. Just to give a few oversights on what's going down, I've actually took a look at a few things that are coming out as far as comic books concerned. The end of the DC universe has made an impact that is blowing everyone's minds, and I can't wait to see how far that's going to go. Matter of fact, I got a friend of mine who's already been viewing the comic books online to follow up and see what's going on, and it actually looks interesting. Now, going into the realm of gaming and anime, especially with fighter games. Now, I'm a fan of fighter games, and I like certain fighter games. Mortal Kombat, it's all right. This last one that just came out, 11, and they added new characters. Shoot, Joker just got put in recently, and now the fans are waiting for Spawn. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to do Spawn. But overall, like this, Mortal Kombat feels like it's a bit overdone for itself. Now, Street Fighter, I'll put it like this, and I have to give this message out to Capcom. Personally, let's just get it out there, because I want to be real honest with the way Capcom has done. Personally, I feel that Street Fighter V is a big ripoff, no offense, but now the collective arcade edition series is coming out. And you put all characters in there, including the characters from Part 3, Part 2, Part 1, and 4. And I'm like, come on, this could have been the greatest game to come out on PlayStation. But at the same time, this should have been put to Xbox. That way, the fans that actually can have something to say about it. Because you put the Street Fighter collection out there on Xbox, but Street Fighter 5 went straight to PlayStation 4, which means I'm gonna put it in perspective. Somebody was sucking on the tit of Sony and just let them get their way. They were sucking on Sony's tip. Well, let them put the tip in. No offense. You can take it how you want it, but let's just be real. That's how it is. Now, for all my Dragon Ball fighters out there, all my Dragon Ball Fighter Z game players out there, I know y'all got the chance to see the reveal of Kefla and Ultra Instinct Goku come out, which means Caulifla and Kale got to get put out in the setup as well, in base and Super Saiyan forms. Honestly, I'm impressed by this third season's lineup that's going to come. Well, the first two. And hopefully when I get a chance to get to play the game again, I'll be able to go ahead and go online and purchase those characters. Just them two. I don't want nobody else. I mean, I got Broly from Super. I got original Broly. And I just want to get now Ultra Instant Goku and Kefla and just see what I can do to go to town with both characters, which would be pretty good. Now, on to Kakarot, I'll put it like this. I'm not going to lie. It's a beautiful open world game, but the problem with it is it feels too linear, and it feels like you're just going through... Okay, it's already showing that you're going through the Dragon Ball Z universe, which is, you got Saiyan Saga, Saiyan, Frieza, Android, Cell, and Boo sagas. It's a good concept, but it's like we've been doing it all over again since the days of Dragon Ball Budokai and PlayStation 2. Not to be funny, not to be disrespectful, but I'm sorry. I think that they should extend it to where it goes all the way to Super, and the format should be fixed for that kind of concept. No offense, but that's how I feel. As far as the anime side of things is going, I'm gonna be real honest. I took a look at that show, Interspecies Reviewers. I'm not going to lie, that is a funny show. That is actually completely hilarious. And the fact that Funimation, yes, I'm coming for y'all heads first. Funimation decided to drop the show because it was not close to their standards. Here again, I want people to understand this. It's not part of their standards. What does High School DxD, Shimoneta, Monster Musume, No, I don't think that's Funimation. I think that's Sentai. And honestly, I'll be real. I like Sentai Filmworks better than I like Funimation, because at least with Sentai Filmworks, when they do stuff and they do it and it's on TVMA, they don't pull punches. They don't lie to the customers about, oh, it's going to be uncut, like what you guys did with Sugimomo. And I'm honestly disappointed in what you did. You also pulled that same stunt when you did Sankareya. And I had to end up buying it and re-downloading the updated version of it with everything that was fixed. And I feel like your standards have gotten pretty backwards. And ever since the Sony buyout, where Sony now has control over your company, I'm sorry, again, Fukunaga, that was a dumb move to let them get control over that. And then you give yourself a different position while you're in the company. That was a dumb move. You should have let Creative Control take over that and fix that problem. I mean, heck, you should have at least put it into the mindset of the viewers on your streaming site to say, you know what? Listen, this is an 18 plus style type of anime. If you're not 18, you cannot view this anime. You have to have a lock on it. You have to actually show proof that you're 18 years old to actually view that sort of anime, because honestly, that's an anime that's basically 18. You're claiming for hentai. It's on the verge of hentai, but it's not there. It is ecchi, but it's not on hentai. People are trying to claim this on hentai status, and it really isn't. And like I said, I watched every episode so far, and I enjoyed the show. I think that actually has a lot of potential. It should have gone dub, but yet I know some people had gotten real uncomfortable with it. But yet here we are talking about people who are uncomfortable with it, and you have Jamie Marchi saying the F word 50 million times on panty and stocking and garter belt. You have both Jamie Marchi and Monica Rial sitting here cursing up a storm in just those two shows, in just that show alone. You had Monica Rial's character do a rape scene in Shimonetta, and yet when people actually try to mention that to her, she wants to dodge that. She wants to dodge that like a big bullet, like what she's doing right now with this court case she's under. But again, I digress. This is your standards and no one else's. Again, so far the season has been kind of blah. There's not that much that's actually going on. I'm right now only watching interspecies reviewers. There's a science love story in which I want to catch up on, but I have to do that probably over the weekend or something of that nature to catch up and get up to speed on that one. And then you got Isekai Quartet Season 2. So far, it's actually funny as heck, and it's getting good. And I'm hoping that with this one, they push the envelope and make it funny, make it stay on the comedy stretch and nothing further. As far as collections are concerned, all I can say is this: I used to like Hasbro a lot for the King of Transformers, and right now, oh boy, I used to like Hasbro when it came to Transformers, but then things got kind of dicey. From that, I kind of lost interest in them. But at the same time, I actually look at the third-party companies, and these guys are killing the market and making it look sick, making characters that we've known and loved, as far as the Transformers collectors and even some third-party anime figures, look sexy as fuck. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I enjoy the stuff. So far, I think my favorite companies in the third party market that have done Transformers are Fans Project, because they do so much great detail in making their figures smaller but look insanely gorgeous with the amount of design in which they put into them. Fans Project, another one. Fans Project does some great detail. Iron Factory is a beast when it comes to taking characters and I'm sorry, they shrink them down the size to a smaller size and make them look beautiful. And yet the detailing on it is like chef's kiss beautiful. It'll actually make you want to say, you know what? I'd rather have a universe that actually makes my characters look like they're actually in scale with the cities. So far, I've got to give a few members of the collection. I've got the entire DJD. I've got the second version of the Combaticons, their Ruination colors from Transformers Red. I also have, Drift and Deadlock. And I also have, IDW's version of Megatron from his Megatron origins to his infiltration designs. I have two versions of Scorponok that Scorponok can load in Mega Xeric, and I also have Diatlas. Those are so far the best looking. I even got a Slipstream. I bought one that looks like Slipstream. And those are some very well detailed, beautiful characters, even for the size in which they are. And when I put them next to my Titan cities, because I have Fort Max, Trypticon, and Metroplex, it looks insane. Like, yo, they actually pretty much fit well into the city design. So honestly, I say for collectors, do not sleep on the small style created companies like Magic Square, Iron Factory, and a few others, and MS, because those guys are doing some really good work. Another company which I'm actually a great fan of, well, actually, it's a few more, is Mastermind Creations. Fans Toys is pretty good too. Toy World, I kind of feel like they fell off, but hopefully they'll try to come back. And I forgot who else. There's a few more that if you go to TF Source and you look at third party companies that do Transformers, you'll actually like what you see up there. So that's my advice to you: go to TF Source or Big Bad Toy Store, look at the third party market, and look at some of the stuff in which they're actually creating for Transformers fans that Hasbro sits here and cannot even compare to. And you'll look at the quality between the plastic, the transformations, and the designs of the figures, as well as robots and their alternate forms. You're going to like that. That's all I can get. That's the best I can tell you. So from my point of view to yours, I say this: listen, cherry pick what you want, you know, what you like out there, because the collections out there are gorgeous. I posted a few of mine here and there on Facebook and on Instagram sometimes. So if you get a chance to go on my page on Facebook, it's Curtis S. Lawson NBA, or on my Instagram, it's Strykerprime. You'll like what you see up there. Right now, it's already like 2:30 in the morning. I'm a little tired. I just got back from doing some laundry. I'm getting ready to head upstairs, drop it off, and go to sleep. So I'm just going to cut this one short. This is your boy Strykerprime, aka the Brother and Beast Online, signing off. Stay striving, stay striking, and do the best you can out there. And also, happy collecting. And also, to my fans who are lovers, or whatever the case may be, happy Valentine's Day. Peace.